Good evening, everyone. Today we were talking about a company which is already listed. The name of the company is Qualitek Lab. The company CEO, promoter is with us. The name Antaryami Nayak ji. So we'll be discussing about this company and understanding the business prospects. The business is quite unique. It's quite niche and very having a lot of intellectual work in the companies. So we'll get to understand this company, this and other stuff. The company was listed around 2 years back, and I think the listing it's was listed around 150 odd price, and currently it's trading around 350. And also if you see revenue wise and profit wise, so there is the company shown a good growth in the revenues and profits. And also the in the last 3 years they were operating cash flow positive in 2 years, and the net cash flow positive in 2 years. They did acquisitions. They did several acquisition, in fact. So they did acquisition of name Mumbai Laboratories, and then two more acquisition they did. So looks like a proper or organic play here, organic plus inorganic play here. With that, I will bring Mr. Antaryami ji to the front and ask him to introduce himself first. So Antaryami ji, please introduce yourself. How your professional, educational, your journey to till this, in the brief.
Thanks, Dr. Nikesh, and good evening to you all. So, yes, as you told, it's a unique business proposition, definitely. So, I will give my introduction. Myself, Antaryami Nayak. As you know, I'm the CEO and managing director of this organization, as well as a promoter of this organization. So, regarding my background, I'm a qualified accountant, and also I have done my MBA in international business way back. I completed my education in 1995. So after the education, I started the job as usual. Like that time, the mindset is to go and immediately do a job, and that type of environment was that time. Though the inner mind, it was always pushing to do some business, right? So in 1995, I started my job career, and then I have worked for 3 4 companies. I worked for Videocon, and then I have worked for Tata Group of companies, Tanishq Jewelry, and then for 4 5 4 years, then I have worked for the company Every Denison. It's an American multinational. There I was the CFO, that taking care of the finance function, merger acquisition, and operational excellence for India and South Asia also. Then I worked for another company, Bureau Veritas, which is a TIC company, Testing Inspection Certification. The industry where our lab is working, our business is, that is called as TIC industry, which is Testing, Inspection and Certification. So I joined there in the year 2010 after Everyday Nation. With Everyday Nation, I was for 10 years. Then with this company, Bureau Veritas, I was there for close to 6 years. And my position was regional director for South Asia and Southeast Asia countries. And I was supporting in merger acquisition, operational excellence, the same thing. To be honest, though I was into finance function, heading the finance function as the regional director, CFO, or any position, but my interest was more towards business and how to add value to the business to grow the business. That was my, it's like a passion. I enjoy in that. I have done a lot of acquisitions in BV, Everyday Nation, right? So that was one of my interest area. Then in the year 2016, decided to start some business by the acquisition of a unit in Panchkula. That is a very old Lab, which was established in the year 1988 to support the life science industry, basically food, pharmaceutical, and in environment and sustainability for the testing, inspection, and certification business. But that time they are majorly concentrating in testing business only.
So
So
2018, you established Quality Tech Labs Laboratories, right?
yes, that was in the year 2016. Started with ITC Lab, which
Mhm.
is Interstellar Testing Center Private Limited. Then in the year 2018, started the Qualitek Labs, and both the labs are through acquisition only.
Right. So, tell us about this Qualitech Labs that you started. How was the, what was the scale in the beginning, and how you managed to kind of, scale it till this point, and also your listing, experience, and the vision for listing, and how, you know are you managed to met all your expectations after listing, right? Or you see that the potential is still yet to be fully utilized?
Yeah, I will talk little bit about Qualitech.
Mm.
Before Qualitech, I will say little bit about the business. That will clarify you more, right? The business is testing, inspection, and certification business, right? And beyond testing, inspection, and certification, we do one more thing, that is research and development (R&D). That is a support to the industry. So testing, inspection, certification is a sort of license to operate business. There are a number of accreditation bodies like NABL, National Accreditation Board of Laboratories, FSSI, Food Drugs Authority, EIC, BIS, number of accreditation bodies who approve for different testing and inspection activities across India as well as in global business scenario to make sure the product is fulfilling the regulatory compliances. The service is to ensure what you are declaring and what you are saying your product is supposed to do is delivering that. So, and then also in terms of inspection, it is sort of verification. Since today the business is no more a local business, it is a global business. The buyer sitting like Gap, JCPenney, or the retailers sitting in US, Europe, they are sourcing from different sourcing countries like China, India, right? Who are the manufacturing countries, but the consumer countries are based in the across the globe. So the global retailers they want to ensure what they are requiring, what is their specification, they are getting the same product. The quality is same. Then it covers the testing. And when it comes for inspection, the inspection means it is ensuring that like by the physical verification of the product as well as the verification of the packaging, verification of everything, the product is aligned with the sample or the requirement which is explained in the RFQ. And when it comes to the certification, certification means there are a lot of certification, the process certification, product certification. It is also in the same way that fulfill the regulatory compliances, statutory compliances, or any other needs which is required by the government for the process of certifying product. For example, you must have heard like one is halal certification, C
Yes.
certification. These are called certifications. Like Europe, they have a certain standard. They say if the product is C certified, then it is easy to sell the product in European countries, and
Mhm.
it is applicable for certain products. Like almost all the like lot of Muslim countries or Middle East and all, they like the product to be a halal certified product, right? So this type of process certification we also provide. And when it is coming to R&D is research and development, in which we support in the new product developments and technology transfer, method validation from the global to local, as well as within the local. There are a lot of big companies who do the manufacturing through the outsourcing partners. We ensure that the outsourcing partner is fulfilling the requirements, standard, procedure, protocol of the OEM or the parent company, and the
Mhm.
product what it is required that is supplied. That is our core business activity. Coming to Qualitek,
Mhm.
Qualitek Lab, it was established in the year 2018, and again, principally it was a laboratory which was established by Bureau Veritas. They sold the lab to another company, and we acquired from that company to start the business in 2018. And in the year 2018, when we started the business, that time the revenue was close to zero. So we started the business from scratch, and then it was one unit in Pune. So from the Pune unit, and it was majorly focusing in automobile only. Then from automobile, we started scaling up to multiple locations. From there, Pune, we established another lab in Bhubaneswar. Then we have a lab in Noida. Then we have Pune 2, Bhubaneswar 2. Then we did an acquisition in Mumbai. Right? So, and we are also further expanding the base to make sure we have a strong pan India presence.
Perfect. So,
So,
Antaryam, yeah, please carry on.
so in these labs, if you see, we are the only Indian lab which is diversified into multiple sectors, multiple segments, and having across India our presence. And
So,
in quality,
या सो अंतराम जी एक बार जो आपकी सर्विसेज हैं जैसे जो लैब की सर्टिफिकेशंस या टेस्टिंग जो आप करते हैं उनको थोड़ा एक सिंपल इफ यू एबल टू एक्सप्लेन देम इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज टू यू नो सो आई
okay, I'll explain it in a very simple way, and which is more linked with you all. Let's and everybody is using all the food products. That is a easy product to correlate, right? Like if you are using a food product, first thing it has to be safe to eat. Second, whatever the nutrition value or what it is declared in the label, it has to fulfill all the requirements or not. Third, what is the life of the product? Suppose in the packet it is written the life of the bread is 7 days, the life of the egg is 2 months or 30 days, the life of this medicine is 2 years, right? We all know that. So in lab, what we do the testing of that product. Let's say first step is we are saying the food is safe to eat. When we are saying it is safe to eat, is there any carcinogenic element is there which will create some disease in your body like cancer and all those things? Is if there is anything which is a foreign part which is going to impact to your body system, that has to be detected and identified. Like if it is carrying ozone date, there are a lot of pesticides are using to grow the foods. So is there any major pesticides which is transferred from the product to human body, it will have impact in the human body. Then in the same way, you are declaring this packet contains no sugar, fat is this much a percentage, there is no, it is a vegan product. So there is lot of things. So then we test the product, what we are declaring in the level, whether it is fulfilling that requirement or not. Then you are saying the life of the product is for 21 days. So we put it in based on the customers or buyer in which area he is going to sell. Suppose he is going to sell it in Himalaya area. Suppose he is going to sell it in the area which is a coastal regional area, a coastal belt. So based on that location, what should be the temperature, weather condition, climate, temperature. So all those things we have created in our lab. We put the product for testing and see in that a different environment condition how the product is behaving. Then we do the test, is it diluting or if it is deteriorating any quality or not, if there is any growth of bacteria in the product or not. So those things we do the test to ensure yes the product has a life of 7 days, 14 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or whatever it is declared in the label, that is correct. So that is the service of testing what we provide. And it is also in the same way automobile industry, electrical electronics industry, mineral industry, any sector. At the end, all the products are getting manufactured for the use of living being without having any impact in their measure, like in the day-to-day work lifestyle and all those things. So we are part of that supply chain to ensure the product is fulfilling criteria which is defined designed by government in different regulatory standards like FSSI, which is called Food Safety Standard Authority of India. So these are the things what we do in our laboratories. Hope it is clear.
Yeah. So, एक बार in like what is the automotive testing services that you provide in brief, and then we'll move quickly to the next one. So, if you can, what is the
Yeah.
automotive testing services?
Yes. In automobile testings, like in the same way, you have to think whatever the product and what the customer is expecting from the product, right? The customer is expecting the performance of the product. Like, suppose you are saying the vehicle can run in a hilly area. The vehicle can run in different environment condition. The vehicle can go with a speed of 140 kilometers per hour. The vehicle is having the system which is fulfilling the requirement of this many automation. The motor can run in this speed. If the accident will happen, the airbag is going to open. If there is any major challenge in the vehicle, then let's say the vehicle will stop, or it is going to be a vehicle which is like in case of accident, definitely the airbag will protect you. The color of this is not carcinogenic in nature, and if the color it is there, then the color it will not fade in 3 months, 6 months, right? So the environment test, mechanical test, safety test, and at the end it requires the standards defined by Indian authorities, whether it is in BIS or NABL, to ensure the product is fulfilling that condition. We do the same for the automobile industry. That is part of the activity which is testing. Beyond the testing, we provide the inspection services to the automobile industry and C certifications to the industry. And top of it, there is, since India market is very big and it is type of global market, the products which is getting imported to India, so in each batch it required to test or inspect the product is fulfilling the Indian standard before it start running in the Indian roads. That is called homologation. We
I have
provide.
just like I have a question here that, for example, this certification is needed by each vehicle. So
No, first time.
first time. So when this vehicle is being designed in the design phase, then that time it needs the certificate, and then it don't need like then all this that particular version is certified, right? So
For
one
the
time,
homologation part.
so one time activity for in a design process.
No, no, no. But in case of testing, the activity is not one time. Testing, it is multiple time.
And just one,
Because
yeah, and one more question is that, for example, if there is a car, let's say any popular car of Maruti or Tata, so one car, how many certification that it get from Quality Tech Labs? So a car, how many certificates that you get for how many different type of certificates it has to get from you?
no, it is not certificates.
Mm,
Certificate is completely different thing. It
mm,
is certificate report, right?
okay.
Testing report,
Mhm,
analysis report, right? So when a product it is getting manufactured, there are a lot of accessories, lot of like spare parts, and
mhm.
lot of products are used. So each of the products it is required to be tested in either in their in-house lab or in a third-party testing lab to ensure the performance safety of the product. And if there is any change in the structure or in the module, then again it has to be tested.
So, Qualitech Labs provide the testing facility, right? Or
Hmm. Qualitech has three automobile testing locations,
Mhm.
two in Pune and one in Noida, which is a new unit from
Mhm.
which we provide the testing services to,
Understood.
yeah,
Now there is a Indian, ARI, if you like Automobile Research Association of India. So I think that is the final body or the main body which provide the final, go ahead. So are you doing, business with them, or are you directly doing business with the companies?
both.
Both.
We
Okay.
do business with ARAI, right? They also do outsourcing as well as we also do outsourcing. And there are certain activities as it is a governing body sort of things. So there are certain tests which is kept in AI also, right? But lot of testing and uh, certificate inspection services we provide directly from Qualitech to our respected customers. We are
Understood.
directly
Now,
nominated.
yeah. So I have questioned this. So now let's understand there is a car, and it needs, because as per my understanding, that it needs a lot of different type of testing things. So Qualitech Lab provides few of those, or it provides the comprehensive testing services to a automotive product, or it provides just subset or small section of those testing
It
comprehensive.
provides a comprehensive testing,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
And as you know, like there are n number of tests which is required based on the product, the way the automobile industry is evolving and the way it is growing. There are multiple requirements.
mhm.
So,
So, mhm. Yeah, and I
so
got my answer. Yeah. So let's move to the next one, homologation and certification. So what is the,
homologation.
yeah?
Yeah,
So,
that I was saying.
mm,
Homologation it is type of certification and consultancy.
mhm,
In that we certify a vehicle it is fulfilling if it is manufactured in Europe and getting imported to India and going to run in Indian roads, we certify that the product is fulfilling the requirements of Indian roads.
mhm. Okay,
It is aligned compliances with Indian regulatory requirement in a single line.
interesting. Uh, so The next is defense testing services. So,
Yeah. So we are directly associated with Ministry of Defense with
mhm,
their quality compliances wing, as well as we are providing service to a lot of defense product manufacturers in India, right? So
mhm,
we are a partner to them
mhm,
in different quality and
mhm,
compliances services, and there are certain things which have our exclusivity also.
mhm,
So we are a regular service
mhm,
provider to
mhm,
Ministry of Defense, and also like through L&T, Mahindra, right, and Kirloskar, we provide lot of testing to them, which are the ultimate user of these products, whether it is linked with any defense vehicles or defense aircraft, anything that is getting tested in our lab also. And in certain things, we have also exclusivity.
Can you able to give some example of some product or services, defense equipment that being tested or was tested before?
Yeah, I will tell certain things which is majorly used or seen as a public thing. Like, let's say for a vehicle which is used in defense, it has to be tested, right? And the shelter in which the soldiers are saying they are said sort of thing in the border of Siachen, or where the temperature is minus, right?
Mhm,
So the shelter, it has to be established in such a way that they can survive
mhm,
in different environment conditions. And the similar way, the clothes are also in that way. So lot of things are like that, including the vehicles, different uniforms, and also equipments, generators, right?
Understood.
Shoes.
Mhm.
These all are tested for defense, that we do the testing.
Okay, and electrical and electronics testing services. So, what type of electric components, and is government or private? Um,
It's for all, whether it is government or private or imported, that is immaterial. We have the capability for testing of the consumer products
mhm,
and batteries,
mhm,
right? Whether it is related to mobile,
mhm,
TV, household goods like refrigerator,
mhm,
washing machines, right?
mhm,
So all these things we are providing the
mhm.
testing and R&D support, luminaires, lightings, right? So we have the capability to provide the service of testing to
Perfect.
those products.
Uh, just one question, like, what are other, bodies, private bodies or government bodies, which are also do the similar things?
In electrical electronics, even Vimta Lab, they do the testing,
Mhm,
and there are multiple. If you see the big players in the lab,
mhm.
it's top 10 multinationals.
Okay.
They are having their global presence. Out of the 10, 7, 8, they are also in the testing of the electrical and electronics products.
So for me it's quite counter, it's not very intuitive that government is asking private institutions or private companies to do testing. So how the government maintains the same quality is being adopted by Qualitek Lab or Vintai, so like how you all maintain the quality of your tests or
Yeah,
standard of the test?
yes, right. I'll
Mm,
tell you, for each lab,
mm,
there is a document, whether it is SOP protocol,
mhm,
right? It has to be strictly followed by
mhm,
all,
mhm.
right? And there is a process of audit.
Right.
Let's say the NABL or BIS or FSSI, they
Mhm,
all also
mhm,
do the
mhm,
audit of our lab
mhm.
before the product is getting tested.
Right.
So we have all the equipments. That equipments requires calibration. The
Mhm,
equipment requires alignment,
Mhm.
IQ, OQ, PQ, to
Mhm.
ensure that
Mhm.
the test what we are going to conduct
Mhm.
as per the method or protocol,
Mhm.
the equipment is aligned to do that test,
Perfect.
right?
So in the mines, minerals, and metal testing services, what are you
Yeah.
what are yeah.
So in the minerals, these all are natural resources.
Mhm.
So we provide the testing and inspection services
Mhm.
for the minerals. At
Mhm.
present, we have a lab which is our main lab, central lab in
Mhm.
Bhubaneswar, the coastal area.
Mhm.
Right, this is one of the biggest lab in
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
I'll say not only eastern part, one of the leading lab in India,
Mhm.
having all the capability. So we do the products like coal, iron ore, steel,
Mhm.
right? Testing in
Mhm.
cement. So testing in that lab.
Mhm. Okay, and this coke testing, coal and coke testing.
So, like all these products, like whether it is any mines, once
Mhm.
they get the product, we do the inspection of that and then pack it in a proper condition and then send it to our lab in different location to do the test as per the requirement of the customers and then issue the reports to the customer. Then based on that test report, the payment goal is getting determined.
Perfect. And drugs and pharma testing.
Drugs and pharma testing, it is the more stringent procedure and it is like the product which is going directly to the human body like food. But in case of drug, the compliances and regulatory level is very high. In India, it is Food and Drugs Authority, Central Drugs Authority, as well as all the international bodies. They
Mhm.
come for the audit,
Mhm.
and also the major manufacturers like whether it is Cipla or
Mhm.
Dr. Reddy or
Mhm.
Glenmark, they also come for the audit to ensure that what we are saying and all our equipment are with proper
Mhm.
standard, proper manpower to
Mhm.
ensure the run
Mhm.
of the equipment is as per the aligned standard, right? So for
Perfect.
that, if you see, almost all the large players in the industry are part of our customer list.
And Ayurvedic and herbal testing. Can you able to give some products that you tested in this segment? Which products your name of the
In Ayurveda, we have done test for a lot of products of like Himalaya,
Mhm.
right? Himalaya Leaf 52, right?
Mhm.
And also for PNG
Mhm.
and also for Patanjali,
Mhm.
right? Piramal. So
Mhm.
for all of them, we
Mhm.
have done lot of product tested, and also not only the product, we have the capability to do the test of the raw material, like whether
Mhm.
it is ashwagandha or silajit, right? So we have
Mhm.
the capability to do that testing also, and to ensure
Mhm.
the purity and the clarity what we are looking for is well aligned.
And this food testing services, like which product that we daily basis people use that you did a testing, and yeah.
The people use in daily basis like whether it is rice, dal,
Mhm.
ghee,
Mhm.
fish,
Mhm.
right, and vegetables,
Mhm.
fruits, processed foods,
Mhm.
packed foods,
Mhm.
right? That are the products we do the testing. Can I
uh,
just take just 1 minute?
mhm.
ମୁଁ ବାହାରୁଛି ତମେମାନେ ବାହାରି ଯାଅ ମୁଁ ବାହାରୁଛି
Yeah, so I have this question. For example, how many machines or testing machines that the company has? So, for example, in food testing, how many machines the company has?
the company is having lot of equipments.
Hmm.
It is completely depending on the products,
Okay.
right? So it is a specialized, as you told, it is a unique business. Like
Hmm.
if you ask me, from big to small in a lab, you'll find not less than thousands of equipments.
Perfect. So you have a different departments for each segment.
Yes, for each segment there are different department, different set of people, different
Mm,
set of procedure, different
mm,
set of accreditation, right?
mhm,
Which is well aligned
mm.
based on the product requirement.
Can you able to give us like overall idea like how what is the kind of like what is the maximum cost of the machine that you have, like what is the most expensive machine that you have, testing machine that you have, and what
So
purpose?
So let's say there is a machine to identify the pesticides,
Right.
right? So
Mm.
that machine is costing us around 2.5 cr.
And this is owned by company or rented by company, how this is?
No, 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 no. Most of the company products are machines are owned by
Mm.
the company,
And
not
what is
rented.
the life of those machine, this machine, how long it can
So the
work?
life of the machine is from, let's say, if it is maintained well
Mhm,
through annual maintenance and all those things, the
mhm,
life from
mhm.
10 years to 15, 16 years, even certain equipments 20 years also.
And this is Indian made or foreign made machine?
Major part of the high end machines are imported.
Okay. And for example, this for the automated testing, there is this called impact testing machine, right? Impact
Hmm.
testing, there's impact test, right? From which they give the score of the car safety, right? So do you
Hmm.
have this kind such kind of facility?
Yes,
So it's a very
we have.
expensive.
Yes, it is very expensive. We have lot of expensive and
Mm,
unique capability in
mm,
our
mm,
automobile testing in
mm,
India. We
mm,
have a VOC testing capability in Noida also.
mm,
That like will measure
mm,
the, which is a very specific, which is it's with only few labs in India.
mm,
That will, like if you see in a new car,
mm,
when you open the door of the car, you will
mm,
find there is a smell,
mm,
right?
mm,
In that smell, in that environment, is there any carcinogenic material which is there or something that
mm.
can be tested also? And we
Perfect.
have the capability to test, because a lot of people are spending a lot of time inside the car. So
So.
then
Mm,
it should not happen in that way that
mm,
they are inhaling
mm,
that carcinogenic material in their breathing, and which
mm,
is getting creating cancer for
mm.
the people.
So Quality Tech Lab has some patents or some, research publications, because since you work in a very high end, do you focus on this thing, R&D activities?
Yes, we focus in this R&D
Mm,
activities, but we
mm.
don't have any patent as of now.
Okay. And if you speak about, the area of your Noida facility, how big this area is, how many floors, how many square feet of area, how many employees are there? So if, in total, if you can give
In,
us the
in, in total, we have a employee strength of around 1160 people across India.
all
Our
are all 1100 people are on payroll of Quality Tech Lab, right? Or ITC
Yeah,
Lab.
1160 people are in the payroll of Qualitek IDC. Hardly
Mm,
10 15 people may not be,
mhm.
but majority of the people are in our payroll, except this housekeeping and all.
That's a very very good, you're providing a lot of employment, and you also providing a lot of quality employment, right? So this your work
Yes,
your work entails a lot of quality, intellectual and quality work. So it's a very good, boon, very good for India, our country. So yeah so yeah so how, like, what is your vision about, like, because since you are in so many areas, so where you wanted to focus the most, which is the most interesting area to you, or uh, in your business the diversified is the only way to survive? I mean, what's give us idea about your
see, Yeah, diversification definitely is one area to
Mm,
expand and
mm,
reduce the risk,
mhm.
right? So
But
for that, diversification is required.
yeah.
And diversification is only not limited to product,
Mhm,
and it is also geographic diversification.
mhm,
India is such a big country, and the way the business is fragmented across
mhm,
India, and multiple states has their own multiple
mhm,
industrial park and hubs.
mhm,
So by the virtue of that,
mhm,
the presence is required
mhm.
across India to make sure we are reaching to the customers
Mhm.
fast,
Perfect.
right?
Hanji.
And it has to be technology driven,
Mhm,
right? It has to be IT enabled.
mhm,
So we are well ahead of the curve to
mhm,
support to the customer in a
mhm,
better turnaround time with
mhm.
quality. For that, we are very close to our customers.
So in which, like, because you have a lot of segments, so what is the major revenue driven driver in this, all this?
As of now, the major revenue driver is automobile sector,
Mhm.
followed by food and
Oh.
pharma, and the
Mhm.
all other segments follow to that.
And what is the most drive, futuristic, you see that future growth can come, like for example defense, the lot of companies are very bullish about defense, government is very bullish. So
Hmm.
like, do you see that different sector will can be, such as defense can be growth for you, bring the
Yes,
future.
yes, yes.
Mm,
Yes, defense it will be one of the growth driver in the
mm,
entire automobile segment. There are a lot of evolutions which are coming. So all those things, whether it is related to EV and auto driving, so even in the agricultural equipments, right?
mm,
So
mm.
all these areas are fastest growing sectors.
Perfect. uh, so so basically, if you talk about the like the employee strength, so can you share about like how, like, what is the maximum education qualification of your employees? So
You see, there are a lot of people, scientists who are
mm,
leaders and drivers. They
mm,
are PhD holders,
mhm,
or like MSc chemistry, B
mhm.
Pharma, M Tech, M Pharma, right?
Interesting.
Electrical engineers,
Mhm,
mechanical engineers.
mhm,
They are the people who are working at the ground level, and
mhm,
also the team like business development, operation, and the
mhm,
finance,
mhm.
company secretary. So in different levels, the different people are there based on their JD is designed in such a way their educational criteria is also top priority as a qualifier for
And do you
future.
also do collaboration with, because in your area, I understand it's very necessarily, or to do a collaboration with academia, right? So because they work on very theoretical aspects, especially on testing, right? So I spectroscopy, whatever, like, because you are doing for carcinogenic compounds that you're trying to find out in the air. So if you see like a lot of institution, research institution, they're doing really great work in spectroscopy in the very advanced level of, you know also in a different. So do you have any collaboration with academia, or research institutes, or you plan to do, or do you have some joint grant writing with government, and with government institutions, and Qualitek Lab?
Yeah. We have collaboration with institutes. We have collaboration with industries in the overseas. We have collaboration with the uh, local players also, because it is the game is more into collaboration and
Mhm.
active participation. So we are actively involved in that also.
Perfect. uh, about the research activities that you have in your company. So if any new, like, because since already many things already established, so any future products or services that you're introducing, or you plan to introduce. So I want to understand where the future growth will come, because so far what we see that you did various acquisitions, right? So is there any scope of future growth that can come from introduction of new services or new testing services or new products that you plan to launch?
Yeah, so we always try to grow in all the dimensions to make the business self-sustainable and de-risk the business, right? So we want to do the expansion in geographies, we want to do the expansion in products, we want to do the expansion in also the business sector from the capital oriented business to less capital oriented and more opex linked business like inspection and certification that we are introducing in the market. And besides that, in all the sectors we are keep on adding new products, new range, and also we are looking forward for more further acquisitions in India to
Mm.
strengthen our base and short circuit the lead time to reach to the customer.
Perfect. So how's the payment cycles in your business? Because I see that the payment, the project execution can be very long, right? So how the payment cycles happen in your business?
Yeah. So there are a lot of customers who are paying like even advance.
Mm-hmm.
There are established customers, they take 30 to 60 days credit. And
Mm-hmm.
also there are customers who are big players and sometimes they look for a credit period of 60 to 90 days also. So
Mm-hmm.
as such, we don't have much write-off and all those things, but we always get the payment on time from the leading customers. Sometimes it is getting delayed due to some challenge. We try
Mm-hmm.
to resolve and cooperate to make sure we have received the payments on time.
No, that's quite very interesting. And also, what I see that you have a operating cash flow and positive operating cash flow and positive net cash flow, and also like very minimalistic inventory that you have. So also little bit of trade receivables that I see, but overall it's looks very very interesting. um, uh, so what's your vision for like next 5 years about this business, like how big this business can become? You can tell in terms of maybe not numbers, but you can tell like give us the idea, like if someone wants to do this business, like how big it can become, like overview of industry, right, how it's evolving, and is there any scope for export related? So in future maybe like the growth can come from doing the same for similar work for different country, or it would be difficult because different countries are different standards. So give us about idea about 5 years how this industry or how your business will be, and the various growth triggers in this in the industry itself.
Yeah, the market is very big. If
Hmm.
you see, the entire testing market is close to $9 billion in India, and
Hmm.
globally it is around 245 to $250 billion.
Hmm.
Out of 9 billion, the market which we are servicing in India is close to 3 billion,
Hmm.
right? And the growth is very high since
Hmm.
it is lot of regulatory driven business and the
Hmm.
government is making the policy more stringent day by day.
Hmm.
So the opportunity of growth is very high. And
Hmm.
coming to the market share, our market share is really negligible in the current scenario. If I talk about $3 billion, which is close to 30,000 crores
Hmm.
in current rupee context,
Hmm.
it's a huge,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
So the opportunity is huge, but major part of the opportunity is with in the third party testing lab is with the top 10 multinationals, right?
Okay.
So our market share is not that high that our growth will not be high. So the way we are growing, we are committed and we are ensuring the growth story is continuing in the new business also. And
Yeah.
we will look for
Hmm.
a lot of other activities like the inspection and certification business beyond
Hmm.
the testing, which is low capex oriented business to
Hmm.
further improve
Hmm.
the return and all those things.
And just final question: is there any? support from government, because this is very, very good segment for the country, because it's very innovative and very, very beneficial for India, for the ecosystem of the companies, right? Because a better testing company will create a better help in creating a better quality of the product, right? So which is a good for the whole country, industrial sector. So any policy support that you
Yeah,
enjoy?
yeah. Government,
Hmm,
yes, government do lot of support in terms of the
hmm,
different government organizations. They have
hmm,
like MSME
hmm,
and BIRAC, and also like CGTMA scheme through banks. So there
hmm,
are different MOPI which
hmm,
provide the food processing. There are
hmm,
different government bodies provide the different
hmm,
services
hmm,
and grants
hmm,
to grow the business,
hmm.
and we are part of that.
Perfect. So, any final message that you wanted to give to your investors or someone who, like, wants to working in this area, or wants to work, or wants to, do something in this area? So, if a message that you wanted to give to those people.
I will say this business is a very stable business, and
Mhm.
it is not cyclical in nature. No impact of any global turmoil or anything. It's a very stable business with a steady growth rate,
Right.
right? And
Well,
which is adding value to the life of all the living beings,
so,
right?
Antaryami ji, you know the pulse of the investor. I must say that, because this is the most volatile world, and I think you give a very, very solid message that that this is, people who are looking, because in this world of uncertainty, there is something that people can find out, which is not volatile, and which is very, steady. So
Yes.
that's pretty rare in this world, in this modern world. So great, Antiramiji. It's very interesting talking to you. And this call is on the recording, so anybody wants to, listen, they can listen, on the channel. And the final disclaimer that I am not a CB registered, so this call was organized just to understand the business of Qualitek Labs, and just to understand the promoter, their vision, their, a way to interact with the promoter. So there is no future projections was discussed, and with no intention to discuss it. If any by mistake any future, anything that come out, so please ignore it, and there is no buy and sell recommendation during this, for this. So with that, thank you everyone, and see you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks.
Bye
Thanks,
bye.
Dr. Nikesh. Thank you very
Thanks.
much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks all. Bye.